Alrighty, so this little tutorial is going to go over splitting co-op between two monitors in Baldur's Gate. I literally just couldn't find a tutorial for this, so I figured I'd make one. So here we go. So this is a game I've been playing with my wife, and this is what the game looks like when you're playing single player, and this is what the game looks like when you're playing with two people. And you can see that the area that you can see, so I don't know, let's move it so it cuts off right at this rock on the right. You see that? And so the rock's just barely out of view. Um, and then when I disable the other guy, we're gonna see how much my vision expands. Oh, didn't mean to hit B. There we go. Boom. Okay, so you have the full mini map on the right. You can see honestly literally twice as much, which makes sense because half your screen is gone. But I don't know if you knew this, you can actually use two monitors to join Baldur's Gate in co-op, and I'm going to teach you how. So let's hop out of Baldur's Gate for a sec. So I'm not going to show you how to start Baldur's Gate in co-op. It's pretty simple though. You literally just need two controllers, and then when you hit start on both of them, it'll split the screen. But what we want is we want it to be split between two monitors. So one person gets left monitor, the other person gets the right monitor. I'm going to be showing you how to do this with an NVIDIA graphics card. So just head on over to the control panel. All these steps I'm just going to put in the description. So we're going to go to our control panel. We are going to set up multiple displays under display tab. We are going to scroll down. You can see my two monitors that I have here, and we're going to select surround spanning. We want to span our displays with surround, and we can configure this in any way. I think the default is how we want it, essentially. So the topology, this means that we have two side by side, and 2 by 1 would be two, one on top of the other. So that's what we want. Let's select our two screens. Oh, there we go. And this should be the only resolution option, but essentially we're doubling our horizontal resolution and keeping the same vertical resolution. It will default to the best refresh rate of your worst screen. Hit enable surround, and we should see a change pretty quickly. Here we go. All right, anyway, so yeah, so now you can see what it looks like with the full widescreen. It has these giant black borders on top for you, but obviously for me, it just fills up both monitors. And I actually have these two backwards, so I'm going to flop those. Now I can show you what this looks like when we are in Baldur's Gate. Let's do it like this. I am actually going to just have one screen fill the whole space again. Okay, so you should be seeing that you're only seeing basically half of that splash screen. Half of this loading screen, that's because I'm only showing you the left monitor. So this is working correctly. The whole thing is stretched out to cover both monitors. And getting through menus and stuff can be a little bit weird, but it's not a big issue. Oh, the other thing is some cutscenes are split in half between both monitors. So if you can have them level and pretty close to each other, that helps a lot just to keep the integrity of those cutscenes. But we're just going to go into the game just like normal. Okay, so here is what it looks like in single player. I'm Shadowheart right now trying to run around, and it's completely stretched out. You can see the proportions aren't right at all. But as soon as I hit start on my second character, oh, let's see, it's still not quite right. Let's resolve this. So one screen is only filling up one monitor, but it looks like our resolution is messed up. So this is a good learning opportunity. Let's go to video. There we go. We need to fix our aspect ratio. What we want is 32 by 9. There we go. Everything looks good now. Yeah, so you can see my mini map in the upper left is an actual circle. That helps us know that our resolution is correct. Your monitors ideally are the same resolution. I don't know what it would look like if they're not, but probably not. I bet like the split would not be in the center. So yeah, there's my left screen, and I'm gonna zoom out, and here you have both screens. So each player gets the full field of view. Um, it's it's nice. The other thing is that because you're rendering literally twice as much data on your screen, you're gonna have to like lower your settings. So before I was running this in like ultra, I had to lower it to high and just change a couple things. Um, so yeah, I guess that's it. I guess the last thing I forgot to mention is when you want to turn this off, just leave this thing up. Like, don't close the control panel because you're gonna want to disable it like as soon as you're done playing the game, just because it's a little bit annoying for managing two monitors.